Real quick, before we hop into today's video, just wanted to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, my wallet.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry that I didn't get to upload this on Friday or Saturday like I normally like to, but I had a lot going on this weekend with getting moved in still and then going to pre-releases for OP15. So I didn't record any of that because it's just pre-release and I don't think anybody really cares about that as much as constructed. What I have for you today is a little bit of a deck breakdown on a deck that I think got a lot of support in the new set, and that is going to be Black Purple Luffy. Right, so Black Purple Luffy, a leader from 09, one of my personal favorites, right? 5,000 power for life. Dawn ×1, your characters have +1 cost, right? So anytime you have a Dawn equipped, all of your characters will be +1 cost. And then on your turn, once per turn, when 2 or more Dawn cards are returned to your Dawn deck from play, you can set up to 1 of your Dawn from your Dawn deck as active, and up to 1 from your Dawn deck as rested. So it lets you re-ramp 2 Dawn, one of them being active. And so because of this, a lot of the cards that ramp are like returning 1 or more Dawn cards. So you return 2 and then you can ramp out 2, and then this card will add an extra, so you actually do still ramp with the leader ability. Just looking over the deck real quick, there have been quite a few changes thanks to this new set finally, and I think they are for the better. Now I want to say I do not think this is a definitive list by any stretch of the imagination. I think there's a lot of cooking and improvements to do. This is just something that I cooked up. So we have the 4 Black Maria 2Ks. I still think this is good just because I run this card, which I'll talk about in a moment. So I have 4 Black Maria 2Ks. This can let you ramp if you are going first, if you don't see this card or this card. Our other 4 of 2K is going to be, or one of our other 4 of 2Ks is going to be the Nico Robin. This is one of your ramp cards, right? So 3 drop 4K on play, Dawn -2. You can add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and set it as active, right? And then your leader will let you add those 2 back, 1 active, 1 rested. So that one lets you ramp there. Then we have the new 4 of is going to be Sanji from OP15. So it's a 1 cost 2K that says on play, if your leader has the Straw Hat Crew type, you can trash the top 5 of your deck. Really strong. And then our last 2K is going to be Uso Hachi. I would like to bump this up to 4 potentially because there are a lot of blockers in this meta, as well as bumping up our Unk Sanji, as I'm starting to call him here. This card is just so good into NL and a lot of like the Borsellino stuff. So those are our 2Ks and a little bit of why I was playing them. Now I'm going to get into the new cards that have made the list since basically the last time that Black Purple Luffy really had a big change. So new cards are going to be obviously the OP15 stuff, but I want to go over this guy first here. So he's a 10 drop 12K Monkey D Luffy, not to be confused with the one that lets you take an extra turn. So when attacking, you can go Dawn -10, set this character as active. Do I think this is mandatory? Absolutely not. In fact, usually you could probably just cut this card to add 2 more Sanjis or fix your counter or something like that. I'm running this Luffy because I really like the idea of having a big beat stick to help finish out games. The Rush Luffy is good and all, but I think I just like this one better to help cinch out the game because the body doesn't go away. And going Dawn -10 isn't the end of the world in this deck because thanks to this guy not clearing your whole board like the old Luffy, you can establish something like a Black Maria first so that you can go Dawn -10 here, ramp 2 back with your leader, have 1 active still for a Gum Gum Giant or something, and then Black Maria to add 5 rested. You go all the way back up to 7, which is pretty crazy. It is a 2-card combo, but shouldn't be that hard to pull off, and it's only a 2 of, so it's not even mandatory. It's just a fun thing I put in there. Now for the OP15 cards, these are the big ones. We already talked about Sanji. Now you could say, why are you trashing cards? I thought that this deck was supposed to be purple, right? Like the whole point was ramping and playing out the big bodies and things like this. Because of the black cards, we actually ramped for a completely different reason, and we only need to ramp about 1 time. So that's why I'm considering cutting some of these Zoros or maybe Robins for just more playable cards. So we have 4 of the new, probably best Black Straw Hat Searcher ever, possibly the best Straw Hat Searcher ever. So on play, you trash 2 from the top of your deck, and then you can activate main to trash him, and if your leader is Straw Hat Crew, add a Straw Hat Crew character other than Chopper from your trash to your hand. So in tandem with Sanji, this becomes a top 8 searcher, and then as the game keeps going on, you can just get more and more value out of it. We have 3 of the new 2-cost Roronoa Zoro blocker. This gives us protection that we needed in this deck for our Beer Luffy and things like that. So if your Straw Hat Crew type character other than this guy would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you can trash this character instead, and he's a blocker. Then we have 3 of the new pirate. It's actually pirates in English, like plural, but pirates docking 6. This character gains +6 cost, so it's a 5 cost on the board, 11 cost 7K. And then on play, you can trash the top 3 cards of your deck, optional. Play up to 1 Straw Hat Crew type character card with a cost of 2 or less from your trash, right? So you can play back your Tony Chopper or your Zoro, and it is active. Or I guess you can play Sanji too. So very, very strong. And it's just a nice 5-drop to have. Something else to note about this card, it is a brick, but this helps make Sanji and Chopper, very good searchers for you. So this card right here is very, very strong in tandem with these to just curve out into an 11 cost 7k that can become a 12 cost, I guess, with your leader. Not that shabby at all. Now I am putting back in 3 of the 6-drop 7k Nico Robin blocker. So if your leader is Koala or Luffy, it gets blocker plus 3 cost. And then on play, you can trash a card from your hand. If your opponent has 5 or more, they trash 2 from their hand instead, right? We want to get stuff in our trash anyways for stuff like Pirate Docking 6 or Chopper, or this card right here, which we'll talk about. So us trashing cards from our hand isn't that big a deal, and it is a form of hand hate, which we do not have anymore in the game now that they've banned pudding. So I think Ace, Lucy, right, these decks are gonna be really annoying. So if you can pull a Robin into your hand at some point during the game, then you should be able to help starve those decks with this guy. You can actually kind of go the distance with this deck versus decks like Lucy and stuff, especially with this card here, as well as Sanji to help rest down some of their smaller blockers. Now, the new card and the heart and soul of this deck, I believe, moving forward, is going to be the 8 cost 6,000 power Nami. So this card is a staple in Brook, but what it says is on play for your leader Straw Hat Crew, which we are, you can play up to 1 Straw Hat Crew type character card with a cost of 7 or less from your trash, and that character gains rush. And so this Nami right here is just unbelievably strong, right? It lets us curve into literally any character in our deck except for Luffy here, and then the Black Maria. Every other card is playable from our trash. Off of this, we can go Nami, play out this Robin, trash a card to rip out of our opponent's hand. We could go into Pirates Docking 6 to bring back a Zoro blocker or a Chopper to fix hand, right? We could go into the Sanji to rest down a blocker and gain rush. We could go into Luffy to become a 7k leader and bring him back if he dies. Frankie blockers. There's a lot that we can do here, right? You could even play out an Usohachi to rest down a 5 cost if you wanted to, but just a really, really strong card, and that's why we need so much trash engine with these 3 and these 4 and 4. And then last but not least, obviously Gum Gum Giant. Cards that I want to bump up in the future, definitely Sanji, and then I would like to add a searcher at some point other than Chopper just to help out, but again, not a ton of space in here, so we'll see. But this is the list I have moving forward. And now I'm going to get you guys 2 games. I am recording this on different days. So the first game is actually, I played it a couple days ago. So I'll get you guys 2 games, and then I will see you again in the outro for my thoughts on how we performed. All right, guys. And here is going to be our game 1 versus Yellow Vegapunk. So very interesting leader. I definitely want to take first here, not only to ramp, but to take away his ability to build a strong board. And we have really, really strong ramp here. But the issue is we don't have anything to play with it. So I think I am going to mulligan this and be greedy here, just to try and find, okay, so this is a lot better. We have a couple options here to cycle us. We have no turn 1 plays, right? No Sanji, so we're just going to pass a turn there. I think for our turn 1 ramp, we're just going to go with the Zoro, right? Seems pretty good. He's going to play out the Atlas, so if his life is lower than his opponent's, it can't be KO'd by battle, so no swinging into this. He is definitely lower than us right now. We're going to draw into a Giant, so not exactly what we're trying to see here. We're going to go for our Zoro, use the card action, return 1 Dawn and 1 additional. And then we'll gain 2 active, 1 rested, 1 because of our leader and 1 because of the Zoro. So we're going to attach all active and then just swing in for 7. I want to try and pressure him down before he can get set up. He's looking at a trigger right now. Not going to be a Rayquaza, right? Because there's no Borsalinos in trash, but that is definitely something that he's running. There's no way he doesn't, right? That combo potentially being the best out of any deck to run it in with the Vegapunk here, right? Because he can just stack that Rayquaza for basically free. All right, he's going to play the Lilith here. He's going to search for a card. He's going to get the 5 cost Vegapunk Scientist. He's going to go 7 at our lead. I believe we're just going to take this, which we are. We're going to get a 2k, which is okay, but we don't have a Chopper, so it doesn't really search us anything per se. And he is going to use his leader effect to do Borsalino and heal. So already an insane board here for our opponent. We're pretty scared. We have the Usohachi to rest it down, but other than that, we don't have a ton of great plays. So I think we're just going to have to go with a Frankie here to try and filter our hand a bit, and then maybe even a Zoro on top of that to protect our board. I'm going to start, maybe we start with a Zoro swing, so that way we can get over the Borsalino. We can't kill this by battle because he has 2 lives still, so I think maybe we do. We just go 1 on leader and then 1 on Zoro here. We swing a 6 at lead. Just give it an extra cost just in case. I don't know what he stacked there, but he just took it. Next, we're going to play the Frankie instead of swinging with leader because we can get an extra Dawn here. So we're going to use the card action. We're going to return these 2 Dawn here. And then we are going to trash 1 card from our hand. I don't want to really trash any of these. So I think we're just going to pitch out of the Zoro blocker potentially. Yeah. And we're going to gain 1 active, 1 rested. We're going to draw 2. We're going to draw into another Zoro and then the Nami. Nice. So we do have a card for next turn. We need to fill up our trash first, though. So maybe instead of going for the 7k here, we just play Sanji, because looking at our trash, we only have the Zoro blocker. All right, I'm going to do it. We're getting greedy here. We're going to play it out. What do we have here? Nice. So we got the Beer Luffy, and we have the 10 drop in trash. Something that we can grab with the chopper if we do draw it. All of our Zoros have been gone through, which is a little sad, but it is what it is. We're going to go here for 6. He's probably just going to block 1k. Oh, he's going to block Let It Go. Okay, so he's going to stack Rayquaza. Something to note, he's going to get a free Borsalino and heal. So maybe next turn we don't actually attack, we just build our board and force him to play. I don't know, we'll see. I think you just have to keep swinging into Vegapunk, right? Yep, there's the Rayquaza, so we know he's going to do Borsalino things. 7 to 5, he's going to swing. Oh, do we take this? Because he has only one more swing with Atlas. I only have 2 2Ks right now, so kind of risky. I think we do just let this Zoro go, unfortunately. He said he wishes that Borso was locked to Eggheads. I don't want to give this Zoro up. Nah, we're going to have to let it go. It is what it is. Because I want to take a hit to life here to try and get another option, potentially. So, our opponent isn't even at... No, they are at 6 Dawn. Okay. No blocker. Maybe we do just 2k out of this here. Nah, I'll take this one. All right, we got a docking, so it's a brick. Unfortunate. We did not want a brick there. All right, he's going to go for the Lilith here. Looking at the top 5, getting an Egghead. And this is really, really sketchy. So he's got a 5k, a 6k, another 5k, and then he's going to be playing out Borsalino if we go life next turn. So I think what we want to do here, now that we do not have less life than our opponent, we can clear the Atlas. So I'm actually going to rotate board here. So we're going to draw a card and draw our Dawn. Ooh, we got the Robin blocker. Very strong if we can get this in the trash. I'm going to go for the Nami into Beer Luffy here, and we're going to pressure his board, right? Because Beer Luffy will get rush. We're going to go Nami here, play out the Beer Luffy. So we're going to return to... Yeah, we'll return 2 here. And we're going to gain 1 active, 1 rested. So we'll go back up to 7. I want to leave 1 up for Giant. I'm not that concerned about getting a 10 because we don't have a ton of crazy plays anyways. But we really want to pressure his board here. So we might even swing our blocker potentially. Because he has 7 in hand, which is a lot. So we can really whittle down his hand here by swinging. So I kind of want to clear this Atlas. And then I want to clear this Lilith as well. But I don't think we're going to get the Atlas. So we're going to start... I'll start with a 7 into the Lilith, and we're not going to return 2 because we already did. So we're going 7 into 5. He's going to let it go, so that's going to give us the go-ahead to swing into the Atlas. He's going to give us a 2k here probably, and then we'll just pass. Yeah, I'm going to leave the Dawn up for the Gum Gum Giant. We could do Frankie Poke, but I don't want to turn my blocker sideways. I'd rather get some value out of that. We'll see if we actually get any, though. The other thing that I want to use the Giant for is it gets my Robin in the trash, which is nice if we find another Nami, as well as cycles our hand a bit. So he's going to go Vegapunk here, look at the top 5, I believe, and get any Scientist and play it. So he's going to play out the Lilith, which is going to draw him a card because he has 2 or less. Pretty nice. So he's going to get another 5-drop 6k. And then this is also a blocker, so just very strong plays all around. The Usohachi would be able to block that down, and we could kill it with the Sanji. So maybe something we could look at for next turn is Usohachi killing that Vegapunk and then maybe playing a pirate docking as well, because we would be going back up to it would be going up to 7 though, so we might not have enough Dawn for that. All right, he's gonna go 6 into 7. We're not gonna block this, or 7 into 7. We're not gonna block, and we're gonna give him the Zoro blocker. I think that's fine. And then he's probably going to swing in with the Lilith as well. Oh, I really don't want to take this, so we might have to give him a Black Maria. Oh wait, we're doing leader effect, playing Borsalino, healing again. Oh my goodness. What a board, guys. This deck is disgusting. All right, so we still have our Robins in hand. We are going to 10 Dawn, though, which is pretty nice. So we could go Hachi, rest the Vegapunk, and then swing Sanji into it, and then play out the docking over that to trash the top 3, and then play out a chopper, which maybe we don't do docking, and we just do Robin instead. Because we rest their blocker here. Yeah. So we'll go Usohachi here. Play that down, and we're going to rest the Vegapunk. And then we're going to swing a 2 into their Vegapunk immediately. If he wants to free block that, it's whatever. But he probably just lets this go. There's not really any point trying to save this. And then we're just going to do our best to clear board. We can still swing into this Atlas, which is nice. So that's probably what I'm going to do. He's thinking hard here about whether he wants to free block. If you free block, sir, I will just attempt to annihilate your Borsalino as well. He's going to counter for it. Very interesting. Okay, well... He doesn't want to give us that for free. That's fine. We don't really care about the blocker. Also, he has a 0 power blocker, and he just gave us, what is that, 3 cards? No, 2 cards. Okay. Yeah, so we can go... Oh, he's under the Robin threshold now, though. I should have thought about that. Dang, that's really strong. Okay, do we play Robin still then? Huh. Yeah, I'm going to send a 6 at the Vegapunk here. because he can't just free block that. All right, that's going to get it. Now we have an Atlas to kill, and then we can probably deal 1 extra life to him. I'm not too worried about him going back down to 2. But we're going to swing at Atlas first. So I'm going to put 1 on Luffy. We're going to swing in at Atlas, and then we're going to return 2 Dawn to buff our leader. Game 1 active. And, oh, I did 0 rested. Whatever. I don't know why I keep on hitting the 0 rested. That's going to leave us with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 open. So I kind of want to see if we can poke him down here. And if we can poke him down and he takes this life and goes to 5, we can play this Robin, trash the other Robin, and really put the hurtin' on him. So I think I'm going to go for 7. Yeah, we're going to go 7 in. Maybe he blocked 2 cases, but I doubt it. Yeah, he takes, which is perfect for us because we are going to play our Robin over the Sanji, trash out of the probably Robin here, and make him trash 2. So we were able to pretty efficiently whittle down his hand there. The only thing we could have done better there, obviously, is pressure that Vegapunk by playing the Robin first. But this way we get him at the minimum number of cards in hand. So we're going to leave 1 up for a Gum Gum Giant. I don't know why I returned this Dawn, but we did. Vegapunk's so strong with this combo now, too. It's a really good deck. I might have to check this one out. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if you guys would like me to check out Vegapunk, because this deck is really cool, in my opinion. All right, we've got 2 Vegapunks in the garbage already. We have 1 Borsalino, so his Rayquaza is live. All right, he's cooking it right now. There comes the Shaka blocker, pretty good, 5/6 blocker. A lot of 5/6 blockers in this deck. He's going to use his leader effect to heal another Shaka, which lets him play out the blocker. Pretty good. Kind of scary for us too. It's almost like a Boa, but the difference is you just set it there for free. You don't have to like trade it. Got 4 Dawn left to work with here, and he's just going to pass, right? He wants us to swing into life. I'm fine with building a board state, sir. I'm not going to lie. I actually don't really care. Let's see. We can play out the Zoro blocker again because we don't have. We could also just use the Sanji to trash cards, try and find our Nami combo, or just a Chopper to play. So I think I'll just go 2 on Uso, swing a 5. No, we'll do 3. 3 on Uso, swing a 6, because that way it forces him to give us a card. So we'll attach 3, swing in for... He's going to have a lot of bodies, and he's going to heal out a lot. But I'm not too worried about it, because we're going to be a 7k leader. So he's going to have to Dawn up just to pressure. So I'm going to go 6. He's probably going to take this and get a free Shaka. But the thing is, if he does Rayquaza and plays the Borsa... Okay, yeah, he's going to block out, because he needs space for the Borsa. Okay, cool. So we can do docking here, probably, and just get some value on board. Yeah. Docking, use card action. We're going to trash 3. We actually don't want to play any of these. It's annoying. Do we get anything good? No, I actually don't mind these. So we're going to choose 0. Just a good body to have. And then I want to go 7, I think. Because he doesn't have a lot of cards in hand, so he can't really protect his blockers if he decides to block. He's going to take this because he's going to get Shaka. We're going to return 2 Dawn, and then game 1 active, 1 rested. I'm going to take, boom. We're going to leave the Robin up as a blocker this time. We're at a 7k leader. I might just go 8. Maybe we just do 6s, and we just force him to respect. Nah, I'll go at 8. I'm dumb. I'm playing into it. Because the other thing is he could just play Borsa and heal. So he's going to take that, trigger, play the Borsa heal, which effectively draws him a card. And then I'm not going to swing anything else. I'm just going to leave up a Gum Gum Giant so we can start actually getting to some real cards and pass turn. We also... Did he just pass? All right. Honor. I'll pass back to him. So we're going to give him his turn back. That's really unfortunate. That's why I don't like the sim. And I have like all the extra buttons to click. So I'm going to pass back to him. All right. There we go. So he does have an extra card, but so do we. So I think it's pretty fair. And all of our characters are restood. So it is what it is. So he's going to go 9 in our face. Oh, I'm not a 7k though. Oh, that means our giant doesn't get us out of this, which is pretty annoying. It's fine. We have cards. Okay, I'm going to go... Yeah, we're not blocking this one. Well, we could block and then just giant. You know what? No, we're going to take the first one. Okay, cool. We have this for Nami next turn. So we want him to kill our blockers here, actually. Because that way we make room. Here we probably sacrifice Frankie to the gods. Yeah, I think we're just sacrificing our blockers here. If he goes crazy again, we're just going to block with the Robin. Which means maybe I should just start turning these sideways and give him something to swing at. But it is what it is. I want some bodies to be able to swing with. Okay, he goes Shaka, and then he's going to put another Rayquaza. Oh, that's so good. What do we got going on here? We have another Borsa, I'm guessing. He has 2 on board. Oh, he does not have another Borsa. So what we can do is swing big enough to burn this Rayquaza trigger. And what does he get off of it? Not a Borsa. He can go Egghead, right? Yeah, he can go the Scientist. Play out another guy. 3 life is a lot. He's also got 3 blockers, which is super annoying. He only has 2 cards, so Nami isn't even like a great play off of the or Robin isn't even a great play off the Nami here. We have a lot of bricks too. We need to fix our hand. I really want to get a chopper out so that I can grab back the Time Walk Luffy. Time Walk, or not Time Walk, but Restand Luffy. Restand Luffy seems pretty good here, potentially. I don't know, this game state's just awful for me. We're definitely trying to clear board, so I think we'll start with a 6. At 6. Okay. See, because the issue is, sure, he didn't have to put the Dawn on the other Lilith because he was trying to honor, but the thing is, it also let him play the Shaka, because otherwise he's just not playing that Shaka and the Rayquaza on the next turn. Okay, he lets the Lilith go. Interesting. I would have just blocked the Borsa so you have Rayquaza, but maybe he's like trying to go lethal potentially. It is what it is. I think we go Nami here, and then we'll play out the docking over the other Nami. Maybe I just play out the other Robin blocker with like no effect. I think that's fine. So yeah, we'll play over the Nami. So we're gonna swing. We could go 9. 9's probably fine, but we want to do 7s first. So we'll go 7. Just tax his hand of 2Ks because I think he's used a couple, right? 2, 2. Yeah, he's used a couple. All right, there goes the Borsa. Do we send this blocker? Probably not. We could, but it puts us in a bad spot. So I think we go. We don't want to swing that yet though because we need the Dawn back. So we're gonna go Nami here, playing out the Robin over Nami, and then we're gonna swing in. Turn those 2. Game 1-1. Like that. We're gonna go 9. He's gonna do that. Play out that. And then I think we'll just attack in for 7. He'll probably take this. He's just got so much defense. It's so good. 2 Giants here. We're definitely going to burn one of them. Might have to soak up some hits with the Robins too, which is a little sad. It's fine. I don't think we're winning this. It's hard to beat Vegapunk the longer the game goes. This Borsalino and Rayquaza really pushes him over the edge. Plus, if he has Raigo, oof, Raigo would be tough. We've only seen 2 Namis, so if he kills Beer Luffy, yeah, he's going after Beer Luffy. We're not going to block that. We're going to go with this into these, return Zoro, and then we're going to buff our Luffy. Draw 2. I'll give him 1 more. Yeah, he's trying to just whittle down our board now. We're running out of time, though. We're probably just going to lose on time. Another Rayquaza is crazy. Oh, my goodness. Draw a card, draw our Dawn. We have the Namis, but we're not going to use them. I think we just Dawn up here and go crazy with it. So we're going to go 9 on Nami. Go in. He blocks with a Borsa. You go 9 on Luffy, return 2. 9, return 2. Boom, boom. Rayquaza, sure. Play at the Borsa, heal. And then we go 9 on docking. 9 here. And then we probably go 10. Leave up 2 Giants. And then we go 9, leave up 2 Giants. Just keep swinging. And we got pretty much nowhere. It's pretty cool. We have Gum Gum Giants to pitch out of stuff, so we're kind of safe. If he goes into the Beer Luffy, we let him have it because we have a Nami to bring it back next turn. It doesn't give us a lot of Dawn to swing though, so maybe we don't let him have it. I'll protect it once. We'll use 1 Giant to protect. Depends on how much he wants to go in though. He might just start going face, but we have 2 Giants for face as well. He can't get too frisky because his 2 blockers are kind of needed. Because I think he's seen all of his Rayquazars now. Maybe he's seen 3? Yeah, 3. So he only has 1 more Rayquaza in his deck. Hopefully he hasn't seen it yet. All of our stuff's like way more cost. No blocker. I'm going to 2K that. I almost want a Giant. Sure. Clear 1 more thing and then we'll protect. Actually, no, we probably don't. We probably protect now. Because that way Nami brings back the... We can swing the Nami, play out the Nami, play Luffy over the Nami, swing it. Ooh, Bonnie's pretty good. He's trying to lethal? Oh, he's going 10 into 7. We don't care. No blocker. We're just going to Giant pitch out of Zoro. These 2. Trash this. Buff this. And resolve. Nice. We got the rest for the blocker. Ooh, we could potentially lethal. Unless he's probably going to stack life here. Right? There's no way he doesn't stack life. Vegapunk. Oof. Another blocker, which is probably going to find a blocker. I mean, this is good because his board is getting less formidable. Okay, Lilith, draw a card. This is good. This is good. So he has 3 blockers, 2 life. Draw a card, draw our Dawn. We need to connect. Okay, we're going to go here. We could probably wait off 1 more turn. So 7 lead. Does he block? Okay, he's going to block. Cool. So he's playing it safe. We're going to go play out Nami. Bring back Beer Luffy. We're replacing the old Nami. We're gonna return 2, become a 7, game 1 active, 1 rested. We're going to swing 7. Yeah. Swing 7, no ability. He's gonna block 2k. Okay. We're gonna go for another 7. He's gonna take, it's a Lilith, sure. Swing 7. He doesn't have a lot of cards in hand. We might just like surprise, be like, well, let's see you have it, because we have 2 more attacks. So if he takes, no, he's gonna counter. Okay, so he can't die here. I think we just pass, right? Yeah. We'll leave 1 up just in case we draw a giant. It's probably Jover. I don't know. We have 3 2Ks, a 1K. We have 1 Gum Gum Giant, and we're a 7K leader with 2 blockers. So I mean, it's not impossible to survive. He doesn't have a lot of resources, so he has to kind of go for it. We have less than a minute left on the clock, so this is definitely one of those games. I need to be ready on the clicks for my responses here. I might just lose to being a slow thinker. He might also just try to kill the Luffy, which is funny, because if he kills the Luffy, we could actually play the Nami and bring it back. Not that that's amazing. I think Sanji's actually just better. No, it's actually better to play the... because this is like a 6... This effectively is a 6 cost, so we can still put 2 on leader. No, I think Nami still is just better than Sanji here. We're probably going to use Sanji for counter anyways. All right, he's really in the tank here, trying to think if he can lethal or not. He might be cooked here, guys. We might have just done it. Our biggest if factor is the time. Maybe he just goes Vorselino and tries to heal up here, because he has 2 blockers. He's really in a bind. Using up all those Rayquazars early might have cost him. Let's see, because he's used almost all of his Vegapunks. He's used all of his Edison 2Ks. The game of all games. Rogue v Rogue. I have 2 Dawn up too, so he thinks I have 2 Giants. Draw a card. All right, he's just letting us go for it. We're just going to start sending 9s. Yeah, we're going to go 3 here. Swing 9. And then we can just do a full board of 7s, right? Because we have Sanji, rest a blocker. So we actually want him to rest the Borsalino so that he can't block with it. Nice. So he gives us that. We're going to go play the Sanji over this. Use card action, return this, an additional. Rest the Borsalino. Then we're getting 1 active, 1 rested. We're going to go for 7 here. And then return 2. Become a 7. What's he got? Nothing. Swing. Oof, tough game. We won with 23 seconds. Tough game, tough game. GG's to my opponent, dude. Vegapunk putting us in the frying pan there, but we managed to crank it out at the very end, just bringing back value. So yeah, he's planning to add the Bonnie to life, but clicked end again by accident. Because if he had added the Bonnie to life, then he would have been able to freeze down one of our guys. But I think we still would have had it because he had double bricks in hand, and we still had the block. So GG's to our opponent. Very good. Very good game. All right, guys, and here we are against Blue Yellow Nami, one of the BDIFs. This is a tough matchup. We're going second here, okay? So we have our ramp option. We have our chopper searcher. This hand is really good. It doesn't have anything big to play, but I am going to keep it because there's a lot of potential here. All right, our opponent taking a while to think here on their first on play. All right, here we go. They might also just be a slower player. And nice, we have a Sanji to curve into later. We're going to start with our chopper, trash the top 3. Nice, Beer Luffy, and then we lose 2 2Ks, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, we could have grabbed one back with Chopper in case he tries to remove it. We could use Chopper to get back our Monkey D. Luffy here. We'll see. Yeah, we are not going to block out of that. You can have your drawn card. We get 10 drop Luffy, so we do have an endgame option. And they don't have red rocks, as they should be rotated. So interesting. We draw a Gum Gum Giant. If we play Zoro, we ramp to 5. Next turn, we have 7. And they will be at 6. So we could play out our Luffy and go to 8. I don't hate that. So I think what we're going to do here, we'll probably swing 6 with our leader, then play out the Zoro after to ramp 1 and play the Sanji to build our trash a little bit more before we pop the chopper. So yep, we're going to attach 1 here, swing in at lead for 6. They could probably just give us a card to counter out. Would it be the end of the world? All right, they are going to take, so they want to get a fat hand. Oh, and it is a Kikunojo. That is unfortunate for us, but whatever. We do kind of, off of our trashes here, want to see a 6-drop Robin or a Nami. We're going to use the card action. We're going to turn 1 and 1 so that we return 2 to gain 1 active. And now our leader will trigger to give us 1 active, 1 rested. So now we have 2 Dawn up. We'll play 1 Sanji, and then we'll see what to do with our chopper from here. All right, so we have 2 Namis, and we have the Beer Luffy. We want to see a Robin, though, because it'll help us hate on this hand here. So we're going to go chopper. I need to play a little bit faster because I realize I yap a lot. There we go, and we'll grab the Nami. Yeah, I need to start playing faster. I yap a lot on the Sims, so we have a little bit of counter in our hand. I'm not going to Giant early. I'll probably just take the first hit or two. All right, so he's going to go Zoro to heal. So he is playing the new Straw Hat stuff. Maybe even on the 5-cost Vivis, we'll see. Rayquaza means he's on Borsalino. So this Sanji and the Usohachis will be really good here. He's going to swing a 6. We are going to respect that. I'm going to give him, I think, the Sanji here because our trash is mostly set up. So we're going to give him a Sanji and then resolve that. And then we'll probably take the leader swing here. He will draw a card, though. So there is an argument to counter with another 2K. But I think we want to stay a little bit healthy in hand. So we will take that one. No trigger. We get another 2K. Nice. We are playing, I think, like 14 2Ks in this deck right now. So we have a lot of them. So we don't have to be too conservative. See, like we just drew another one. And now we are already at 7 Dawn. So we can go into Beer Luffy. So Beer Luffy will come out next turn. He would have triggered this turn, but it is what it is. Oh, we might just go with the Sanji here and clear this Zoro, right? Because we have our own Zoro to swing into it with. Yeah, that might be our best option. Just get a decent body for him to swing with. All right, we're going to put out the Sanji, right? Use the card action. 1, 2. And then we're going to do that. We're going to rest the Zoro. And then game 1 active, 1 rested. And now we can go 5 at lead, force a card out of hand. And then we're going to swing into his board here. So we go 5 at lead, see what he gives us. And I'm not going to leave 1 up for Giant. I think we're fine for now. And then we're going to put 1 on our leader. And we're going to swing 6 at the Zoro, 7 at the Zoro. Right? We just want him to waste cards out of his hand here. So we already got him down to 6. Hopefully he gives us a 1K and a 2K so we can get him low in hand. We are dropping low in life, but we have a lot of 2Ks. And we're going to be establishing a Beer Luffy next turn. So I'm not too worried about dropping to like 1. Because the worst that he can do to us is something like a Kid now, which we're not that worried about because that means he's not swinging big. Because he can't use the Nami because we went down to 2 aggressively. So to be fair, he probably would have used the 5-cost Nami anyways if he'd had it last turn. Yeah, this deck is just such a menace to play against if you're not running yellow shenanigans yourself. So I'm not too certain about how well we can win this. We probably won't have time to play Luffy. It's just going to end up being Giant fodder. But here we go. He's on a 7 Dawn turn. Probably thinking about whether or not he wants to play out his Robin here and leave his leader vulnerable. And he is. Okay, sweet. He's just going to swing a bear 5 into us. We'll probably give him a 2K. Maybe he goes 5 into Zoro. If he does, I think we keep it just to have that extra pressure. We don't really care about the body, but nope, he's going to go into our life. All right, well, we have to respect this one. So we're going to give him the Robin, right? Because the Robin's not that great. And now we're going to 9 Dawn. So we can go Nami and leave 2 up for Giant. He's going to go 6. We can give him a counter here. He's just ignoring our board, which is pretty cool. Yep, I'm going to give him the Black Maria. I don't plan on using Luffy anytime soon. We're going to draw our card, draw our Dawn. Ooh, nice. And we have the Robin. So now I'm actually going to pitch that off of the Gum Gum Giant instead of the Nami so that we can play it out later to really destroy this hand here. I'm fine with killing the Kiku Nojo as well here. Just minimize his board presence as much as possible. I think we go Nami into Beer Luffy here to become a 7K leader, and then we just swing everything at Kiku. Let's go Nami first because we need Dawn actually. So hold on because I have 9, so I can go 1 on here, swing 6 into 6. Let's do that first. 6 into 6. I'm fine with you healing, sir. Take all the life you want. All right, he's greedy. Well, we're going to punish that. Let's go here. We're going to play out the Beer Luffy. We're going to return these 2 to make our leader a 7K, and then leader ability active and rested. So now we have 8 Dawn total and 1 Dawn up, and our leader is going to be a 7K. So now we can pressure life with 2 swings if we want. I think we want. So yeah, we're going to swing in here. Actually 3, sorry, this can still swing. So we'll swing with this as well. And if he wants to try and kill this, we have some counter here. We're going to go 7, swing another 7 here. No attacking ability because we can't buff our leader anymore. It just changes our base power, right? And then I'll do 1 more 7K lead because him pitching a card means that, okay, so he's taking all 3. He's either bricked up or just wants a fat hand. Well, we have a Robin to punish that play next turn. All right, we're going to pass our turn with 1 Dawn up for Giant here to help protect our board. So that was nice. We were able to get through 3 life in 1 turn. Sure, he has, what, 11 cards in hand? 10 cards in hand? But, I mean, not the end of the world. He's going to go Borsalino here. We don't really care, right? We have the Usohachi next turn if we want to help rest that down. We're probably going to have to use it for counter, but we'll see. We'll see what we draw off of Giant, right? We're probably pitching out of the 10-cost Luffy because we're at, what, 8 right now? We go down to 6. Yeah, we probably can't use the Luffy next turn if we use Giant here. All right, he's double blockering up, so we got him scared. And now he's going board, so we're going to give him that probably. He has nothing to swing into us with except an 8K. If he goes 8 into either of these, we're just going to Usohachi out so that we can go to 10. And then if we go to 10, we might just do the Luffy and pray that we have enough time to survive. Because if we go with the Luffy, yeah, we have no blockers, so we're just going to 2K that. because there's no reason to swing at my leader, right? If this guy's the same size as my leader. All right, we have another Luffy, which is annoying because it's a brick. 2 blockers is also very obnoxious. We don't have Usohachi to rest right now, or another Sanji, right? Did we mill one? We did. So if we draw a Nami, we can get another Sanji. Okay, I'm going to start with the 7 then. I want to get him down to 5 if I can. So we're going to go 7. So he has to block 2k or give me 2 cards out of hand. He could just let the Marco go and draw a bunch of cards, which is whatever. So we can actually go 7, 9. We'll have to play the Robin before this swings, though. Or we could do the 8 now. Yeah, we do the 8 now, return these 2 with the Luffy swing. And we can swing a 9 with the Luffy, yeah. Okay, yeah, so attach 1, swing 8. So now he has to give us 2 cards to defend the blockers. 9 cards in hand is just so obnoxious. We can't really do anything about this Robin, right? Because it deals a damage. I'd rather not take a damage. All right, so he's just going to go to 11, sure. All right, so we're going to go 2 onto Luffy here. Attack for 9, and then return these 2 Dawn. Game 1 active, 1 rested. Almost did 0. That would have been dumb. He's going to block with Borsa. Okay, so he is scared here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to go 7 at life to demand some cards. And then we're going to play our blocker out, trashing one of the 10 drops to trash 2 from his hand. It kind of hurts us a little bit more, but hand hate is hand hate. There we go. So we got a brick probably. Oh, we got an actual Zeus. Oh, he didn't use leader ability. Oh, it's so unfortunate we're not playing the restand Luffy. If we were, he would get super punished for that. All right, we're going to play out the Robin now. Trashing the Luffy, and now he has to trash 2, so he'll go to 7. Our hand is definitely suffering the most right now, but we have Giant Dawn. We're not that worried about it. Maybe Luffy was the best play, and then we just eat everything to face and then pray that we have enough. But I don't think that would have been a super great strategy. He probably tries to pivot board here, which is fine. I'm fine with him hitting board because it's not our face. All right, he's going to discard Kid and a Rayquaza. So he has 2 Rayquazas in trash now. And then we're going to pass our turn with 1 Dawn up. We're a 7k leader just like he is, so that's pretty neat. Means our Gum Gum Giant goes a lot farther, but it also means he probably just pivots board here. So I'm fine with him getting rid of Nami because we can always grab it back later. I want to hold on to the Beer Luffy because we don't have another Nami. He's got a Gravity Blade. We don't have the Zoro, so that's annoying. He can get rid of Beer Luffy and, well, actually just Sanji. He can only get rid of these 2. That's funny. Not the 7 drop, the 1 drop. So he's going to get rid of those, which is whatever. Looks like he's going to try and clear board here. Now, it does use 7 Dawn, so he has 5, 6, 7, 8. He has 2 8k swings. So he's going to go 9 into, what, this? If he goes 9 into Sanji, we protect. No blocker, and then I am going to Giant that. Return 2. Discard this. We're going to buff to 11 and draw 2, and then resolve. All right, we have a 1k, so he can swing 7 at 6 probably would be his best. If he goes 7 at 6, we block and 1k probably. Oh, he just does that? We'll just block, or we'll just counter. And now we kind of have him, not on the ropes, but he's really not feeling great. Ooh, this is good. Hold on, let me see what we got here. Chopper, grab the Nami. Nami, bring back Sanji. Sanji, do his thing, give us rush, and then we can swing a bunch of 7s. I don't think it wins us the game, but it's pretty strong. We can keep up our blocker, too. I don't know, maybe the answer is, do we have a Zoro? That's the real question. We have not hit a Zoro. So maybe we do the Chopper blocker first, or the Chopper guys first, just to see if we hit a Zoro. Because if we hit a Zoro, then we go Nami into docking, bring back a Zoro blocker. All right, what do we hit? No Zoro. I think we do our swings first. And I think Sanji is the play. We just apply enough, because I don't think he can kill us through the Gum Gum Giant if we have a blocker up. So I think we're going to go 7 first. Actually, no, because he could bottom deck this with something. So we're going to do this. Grab back the Nami. We're going to go 7. So he has to give us 2 cards. And he's starting to get a little low. And luckily, Namis are usually pretty bricked. Yeah, see, like there goes 1 brick right there. And now he has to give us... He's probably thinking hard because he has to give us a 2k. Okay, no, he gives us 1k. Cool. We're going to go... I don't think our leader... We could have poked with leader first, actually. So that was a misplay. But we're going to go Nami here. Nami's going to play out the Sanji, give it rush. We could do a blocker, but I don't really want to discard my Gum Gum Giant. So I think we're going to go Sanji here. Use the action, return 2, and then turn that. We're going to rest 0 enemy characters, game 1 active, 1 rested. So we have our Dawn up for the Giant. We're going to have to take 1 life here, which is whatever. And then we're going to go another 7 at lead here. Just get another card out of hand. Or make him take a life, either way. There was a potential there to just go docking and grab a card back for Giant, but I think I'm fine with this. If he wants to clear a board too and waste time, that's fine with me because we have a lot of rush actually in this deck, despite not having the restand Luffy. Restand Luffy would also have been really good this game. So maybe I try to take out the 10 drops and just put in 2 restand Luffys. The Water 7 Luffy's good, right? The restand Luffy's good, but it's not like amazing. All right, now he goes with the blocker. That's pretty annoying. Have we gone through both our Usos? I think we have, right? 1. Okay, so there's still 1 in here. All right, now he's got 5 Dawn left, trying to figure out what he wants to do. Probably you just go board here, right? And you don't give me cards. There's no reason to go for my life. You could try to pressure me low enough because I probably don't lethal you. You have 3 life, 1 blocker, and 4 cards in hand, and you could be a 7k leader for 1 brick. So, okay, he is just going life. Well, we're going to take that one to 2k. It's going to suck to Gum Gum Giant out of. He's going to draw a card, which is annoying. It's not like we could really... I mean, I didn't want to just give up the Robin for free, right? Now he's got 5. Does he go 10 lead? If he goes 10 lead, we just block. Oh, he's going a blind 7 at our life. If we block, then he gets buffed. So I think we just... Do we gamble on Giant or take it? Because if we take it, do we ever win? No blocker. I'm going to try it. Buff lead. And then what does he reveal? He could reveal like literally anything and it would just work, right? Does he not know how it works? Oh, he didn't. Okay, well, cool. He's probably going to swing leader too, but there's no reason. We just free block. Why didn't he reveal there? I feel like you just reveal literally anything and it works. Okay, we're just going to block. And now we're waiting on him again. Why didn't he reveal anything? Draw a card. Ooh. Oh, that would have been so good with our Nami. Maybe we do just try to game him. Yeah, we could just... I think we just poke 2 7s here. So that's 1, 2. Because our leader's going to be 7k, so we don't need to swing with it first. So I think we go 6. 6. Oh, wait. Maybe we just clear this. Right? No, he has 4 cards in hand, so we want to get through this blocker first. We're not going to stack a bunch swing. Okay, he's taking. Well, we're just going to go in at 6 again. Save our Dawn. If you don't want to give us cards, that's fine by me. If you don't want to block, that's fine by me. Okay, there goes a 1k and a 2. Why is he not using... Oh, he doesn't have Dawn. Oh, wait, can we just lethal? Hold on. So he could have 2k, 2k, 2k. 2k. So if he has 10k counter and a blocker, so we can go 9... 9, 9, that's 6, 9. We could do 4 9s. 9s asks for 2 or a blocker, so he probably takes. Does he have a Borsalino trash? Hold on, he probably does. He does not, so he can't Rayquaza us. It's risky, but we could do it. All right, I'm gonna just poke a 9, see what happens. Doesn't, because this isn't the end of the world. We have 8, yeah, so we have 8 Dawn left. Okay, he takes that one. We're doing another 9. He blocks. Ooh, this really makes me want to poke the 9 here. Maybe we go 9, and if he counters, we'll just drop a Frankie blocker. He has 5. Yeah, I don't think we lethal that. So we go Frankie here. Using the card action, we go -2, trashing this, draw 2. Wow, double bricks. 1 active, 1 rested. And we'll pass on 1 blocker. Oh, I could have swung leader still. I'm stupid. Because he didn't have Dawn. Well, he thinks we have Giant. Yeah, I should have just pushed it. He might not have had it. If he had this here, I don't know. We'll end up seeing. Because he probably just kills me this turn, right? He's got 1, 2, 3 swings. Wow. All the bricks came in clutch. Yeah, he draws. I don't know why I swung the blocker. I should have just swung leader for 7. 10. Block. He gets to do the Luffy thing. He's not... Why isn't he doing Luffy? Wow, we were actually just 1k short. That's crazy. Oh, no. Why did I do that? Oh, I didn't get to see his hand. Oh, well. All right, guys. And we're back in the deck list. I think I'm going to add those Rush Luffys real quick. Yeah, this one. I'm going to add 2 of these in. And then I want to almost add in more Sanjis, right? So maybe it's that we cut down a Zoro for another Sanji because we don't have a ton of ramp. And then the Robin blocker I like, but I might also cut that one down to just 2. I don't know. I feel like 9 blockers is a pretty good ratio. So I think we'll just do 1 Zoro for a Sanji. Not a huge deal, but it would have given us that extra 1 counter in that last game because I really like Sanji in this meta. So we'll try this and then... All right, so we have a game against Purple Doflamingo. Gonna be a tricky one. I'm gonna go first. We have ramp, we have blocker, we have mill. I'm gonna keep this, draw Dawn, and I'm gonna start off with a Sanji. Just mill 5. Perfect. We got Zoro next turn. Probably gonna take the first 2 hits if we're being honest here. Hand's kind of cooked. He's gonna use the Searcher. I'm just gonna try to swing into it with our Sanji. If he goes Dom -1, I'm fine with that. Maybe he goes Dellinger here and doesn't search, but we'll see. I played more than 3 games, guys, but the issue is I'm just a really bad pilot for this deck. This deck's like a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be initially. Also, I'm just kind of bad because I haven't practiced this one in a while. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2 into it. If you want to give me a 2K, that's fine, because I'll just swing my leader at it. I don't care. I mean, I don't think you want to go to 1 Dawn, put yourself on an odd curve. The only reason to go down in Dawn would be to prevent Beer Luffy. He is. Okay, well, I mean, I have a leader. I'm just going to swing at it with my leader. Are you protecting life that hard, my brother? Yeah, we're just going to go Zoro here first. There we go. And then I'll put 1 on leader just to pretend like we have something. Give us some cost, then we'll go here. I mean, I guess if he wants to clear my Sanji, it's whatever. Yeah, I don't know why he went Dawn -1 there. Dellinger is Dawn neutral, and I don't think you have any super great. I mean, you could go another Sugar, I guess, but we don't have Beer Luffy, which is annoying, but I mean, he's at 3 Dawn, so it doesn't really matter. Our opponent might be the only person who's a bigger thinker than I am. You gonna go life? Yeah, all right, we're taking that one. I'll take a life. Ooh, pretty cool, I guess. Give me a playable. Dang it. Actually, Frankie's not bad. We could Frankie here. Do a little setup. But I think I like docking more because we have Chopper, and Chopper can make us see the Nami for next turn. So I kind of want to just do docking. No Dawn minus this turn. We'd probably just go 5-5, maybe even 5-6. Yeah, probably 5-6. Probably take. I should swing with leader first, because that way if he doesn't redirect, then we don't care. Or, I mean, he's going to redirect. It's Dellinger. Yeah, ramp 1, search 5. What do you grab? What are we grabbing? 10 drop. Okay, we don't really care because we have the Zoro blocker to protect. You're not going to 10 anytime soon either, because you have like literally no Dawn. I'll go 6 first. I'm just gonna try and out Dawn him here, I think, since he wants to keep himself low. Like, I don't know, man. If you don't want Beer Luffy to hit you, it's not gonna matter. If you have 6 Dawn, there's not much you can do, because we have Restand Luffy too. Okay, he takes that one. We're gonna go docking here. Use card action, mill 3. There's the Nami. Sweet. So we're gonna go Chopper, mill another 3, and then I don't trust him to leave Chopper alive. How many giants we hit? 2? Dang, that sucks. Whatever. He should be at 5 next turn. So we're going to go Chopper. Grab back the Nami. Nami will play back the Beer Luffy next turn. We will let him clear our Zoro more than likely. There's the Sugar. We don't really care about that too much right now, because what'll it play out? Okay, he ramps to 6, which is good for us. He's going to go 7. Yeah, we're not giving you 2 cards for that. You can have it. Draw a card. Maybe I should have. And just because I think you want to go wide against this deck, I probably should have saved that. Not going to cap, guys. Yeah, we just go Nami, right? There's no reason not to. I go 7 first. Yeah, we go 7 first. See if he redirects. If he redirects, it still works with Beer Luffy, I think, right? Yeah, it still does. Okay, so he takes the hit. He goes to 3. We're going to play the Nami. Nami's going to bring back Beer Luffy. We're going to return 2, become a 7K leader. 1 active, 1 rested. And then we are going to... We have Rush on this now. So I'm just going to swing a raw 7 first with my leader. If he redirects, then we swing in. If he doesn't, then we don't swing, because this does have Rush, and he might not know that. Okay, he is going to counter, so we're not going to swing, because I don't want him getting sugar value. He gets rid of a Virgo as well, which is sweet. Yeah, so we're just going to pass. We don't need to swing this and make it vulnerable. We're just going to turn. There we go. We need a giant, and then our hand is basically just goated. You're always going to have a brick in this deck, so that doesn't matter. But this hand is like pretty much God hand. We have Frankie to block her up. We have Sanji to protect. We can actually clear this Virgo if we want to, but I'm not removing stuff by effects. Here's a 5K swing. Where's it going, dude? Oh, he scoops. Well, there you go. GG, I guess. Yeah, that's tough. He was so down bad from the earlier redirect that he would never have gotten to this 10 drop before we just kill him. Like, this is too much pressure already. And then we're probably going into like a Sanji to rush again and get us even more Dawn. Like, yeah, there's just not much you can do there. We go wide too effectively. 7K leader's too strong, so he can't pressure us. It's, yeah, good game to our opponent. There's not a lot that he could do. He had decent cards in hand too. That early Dawn minus really cooked him, I think. So here we are at the outro. I ended up getting 3 games for you guys, as you obviously found out. I like the deck a lot. I think it's good. It's got a lot of bricks, so I need to figure that out as well. I don't know. I think you probably don't need the Black Marias, but because I'm starting to drop Zoros for like more playable cards here, you might need it just to make sure that you ramp. You want to go first because Black Maria will ramp you if you go first, and you are basically always going to be on 6 Dawn whether you're going second or first. Second, there's an argument because you have choppers, but it is what it is. I like this list. There's plenty of playing around to do with the ratios here. Nico Robbins. I mean, there's a whole buttload of Straw Hat support in both black and purple now. Yeah, I mean, look at this. You got your OG Zoro Juros. You have Searcher Namis, which you could potentially add in here to add consistency. You have some of the stuff from like Green Purple Luffy, Blocker Onami to help fix hand. There's the Luffy Taro package, which I did test, and I just think there's too many moving pieces. You have to run a ton of searchers, so you have to like cut the ramp, and it's just, in my opinion, not as good. You have the Rush guy here. He's pretty good and stuff. And the new Nightmare Luffy, I guess, if you want to go like full trash. But this is what I came up with. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, please remember to drop a like down below so that I know that you liked it, and feel free to hit that subscribe button right next to it because it's free and it helps me and the channel out a ton. While you're down there, you can also hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so that you know anytime that I make a new video, stream, or post. Hit that curvy arrow button so that you can share this video with your friends and let them check out the cooking of Black Purple Luffy and other contenders. And leave a comment down below finally saying whether or not you enjoyed today's content, cards that I should have considered or been playing, things that I did wrong or plays that I could have made better, and things that you want to see in the future. All right, and with all that being said, I hope that you have a great rest of your day.